Hello. These vidcasts have become, reluctantly, somewhat parochial, reflecting the political events here in the Disunited Kingdom. Dramatic occurrences in the USA, France, and Turkey have dominated the headlines, but right now I think it is important to concentrate on the rapidly developing political scene over here, as I do firmly believe there will be upheaval here due to the unforeseen forces unleashed by Brexit. Last vidcast, I commented upon the irony of a mere 150,000 Tory dinosaurs deciding the fate of the country. Instead, they were sidelined by a couple of hundred power freaks in what can only be described as a coup. Theresa May is now Prime Minister, her cabinet chosen, and the Tory membership love it. No need for the tiresome business of casting votes or the semblance of party democracy. Who can now deny that we live in a one-party electoral state? Last Saturday, 100,000 delusionals from People's Assembly shuffled passively again through central London, demanding that Theresa May resign. Are these things meant to be taken seriously? Meanwhile, in typically British Ealing comedy form, an abortive coup is being mounted by Owen Smith and Angela Eagle, the unity candidates, against each other as well, to oust Jeremy Corbyn. Hasn't anybody told these hapless fools that whoever leads the Labour Party, it will never win another general election? But surely 500,000 recently recruited lemmings can't be wrong, can they? Labour can only be described as a disintegrating meteorite on a collision course with a planet. Just watch their vote hemorrhage to the Tories and the reinvigorated u.k.i.p. Politics is a handful of maniacs voting to retain Trident. Maniacs from both main parties. Politics is Tories winning the next election by a landslide. Their politics. As anarchists, or whatever our faults, however irrelevant we appear to be against this vile backdrop, we realise that whatever transpires will be totally different, spontaneous, unplanned and unexpected. For sure, and who can deny it, politics is drifting rightwards in this country, electoral politics in particular. A leftist counterdrift is a total and absolute illusion. However, this doesn't prevent us anarchs and malcontents from expressing ourselves on the streets. We had a pop-up event called by Class War on Friday, turning up at Boris Johnson's well-guarded multi-million-pound gaff at night time. Less than 100 attended, but we made more impact than the 10,000 strong demo the next day. We took the streets for an hour, contested the space. With no demands, we left our calling card and a promise of more, bigger and better in the not too distant future. We will continue to pop up, form black blocs, squat, initiate direct action. But vanguard or leadership we are not, nor wish to be. We do, however, expect to gain in strength and numbers as the system swings from one crisis to another. We are the most oppressed, lumpenized, marginalized and volatile part of the working class, far, far removed from the middle class left and their putrid ideologies and values. When it all does blow, sooner the better, every day seems like murder here, we need to be ready to respond, unencumbered by any leftist dogma, and to push it further, ensure that the perfidious left doesn't recuperate and destroy anything that spontaneously arises by channeling it into a doomed Labour Party. Summer has arrived at last, and let us ensure it's long and hot. And we've waited long enough. No holiday for the disenfranchised and no peace for the system. What we want is one thing and one thing only, and it's the only thing that can change this country, and that is revolution. Bye.